Brian Duffy, and as of late he's been showing us how he creates cartoons based on all these politicians that are rolling through town, Jackie.
Oh, so many, and they keep coming.
And here's one we've been waiting for. Brian Duffy is here. He joins us each and every week, and as of late, Jackie, he's teaching us how to draw politicians.
And as you've said many times, there's plenty of them to draw, so we want to know what's happening today.
Oh my gosh, there's too many of them. And now we've added the 16th Republican
Right.
with John Kasich from Ohio, governor of Ohio, that's just decided to go over the limit on number.
But 16 on one side, what,
16,
5 on
about
the other?
4 to 5.
That's way past it, what a baker's dozen.
Oh yes, much.
Can't fit them all on one page anymore. Is the problem.
No, not on. Yeah, even a widescreen, computer screen, it'd be difficult to fit them all in on. And in fact, since we're talking about widescreen, I thought that it might be good to draw this caricature of this individual that has been in the race for a while, but we haven't seen him. Now a lot of Iowans had gone out to talk to him, money people, back in 2011, trying to encourage him to run for president back then, and he decided to stay where he was. And that was Chris Christie.
I was going to say, when you made the wide reference, I kind of, unfortunately, my mind went straight there.
Right there, huh?
But I thought him and Branstad were good friends, so I'm surprised we haven't seen him in our state here recently.
Well, that's the thing that that I am wondering about, because I think that he'd spent more time here in 2011 prior to the caucuses than he has now. So he's been extremely quiet. You don't know what's going on. So he's been out of the headlines other than the whole Bridgegate thing. And really, at times some candidates missed their opportunity, and he missed his opportunity.
I was going to say, I feel like he would have had a better chance back when they originally wanted him. And would you say that was 2011?
That was 2011, which they wanted him to be, the standard bearer, and not Mitt Romney, and the money would have gone to him, and it would have been considerable money. So. I think that he waited just too long.
Has sailed?
I think the ship has sailed, and I think what has really hurt him was that entire Bridgegate thing. While it hasn't, struck him personally yet, it was his administration. A lot of people will say, well, it's kind of you can look at the way that he is, that his temperament, the way he operates, and you can see that he might have had something to do with that.
But there's still quite a few people that really bluntly in the way he does business.
Oh yeah, and I mean there's quite a few people that like his bluntness. Except I think now bluntness is going to be going, shall we say, out of style, because Donald Trump has taken it a little too far.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, 'cause back when he was doing it, it was unusual. And now Trump has made it the norm.
Well, it's kind of an East Coast attitude, and that's something that I still remember watching Jon Stewart and him in an interview, and it was like there's two Jersey boys up there, and him saying, if he calls somebody a stupid moron, that's a term of endearment in New Jersey.
Right.
So that's why I always wondered if it was in fact going to wash in Iowa, but I think it does. And one reason for that is that I noticed on the forum that they'd had over the weekend, where Trump had made those comments in regards to John McCain, meaning saying that he was not a war hero because he was captured. He prefers his war heroes that people that aren't captured. He received a standing ovation afterwards from Iowans, and that's something that really surprised me.
Now, when you first looked at Chris Christie and you had in your mind had to create the image, what was the first thing that jumped out at you?
I'm going to use a lot of ink. That's the first thing that I thought of. I'm going to need to refill my bottle of ink.
He captured his eyes, is what. The personality in his eyes. You've got that. That's great.
Yeah, and when he gets angry, they get a lot. They get a lot. There's a narrowness to them too, but he likes to say that I think his father was Scotch-Irish, his mother was Sicilian, so he said he can see where the temperament and the attitude come from. I think it's more New Jersey, because I have a cousin that lives in New Jersey, and I know the East Coast fairly well, so. But
Now, Republicans were coming out against him after they had, the terrible weather in the New Jersey area, and he was on camera with President Barack Obama thanking him for everything he did for his state, which he did. But a lot of Republicans were like, you kind of went against us when you did that.
Well, yeah, because the Republicans don't believe in bipartisanship. They don't believe in showing that, that parties can work together. And that's something that the American people are going to have to figure out and are going to have to come to terms with to correct that. And in fact, when you're speaking about that, yeah, as I was thinking about this, doing the sketch today, I thought, what about if he's, jumping off the bridge here?
Oh, of course, you gotta have
but
a bridge.
of course, we got to have a bungee cord on him just in case